going to be unboxing this bad boy today. When I mean bad boy, I just mean the cheapest one that's out there. Right now it's $42 on Walmart. That's where I picked it up because I had a bunch of coupons and basically got it for free. It's only 255 watt, which it'll do what I'm using it for. We'll see more of it once we open it up. If you want to, as long as there's no glare, if you want to read any of that, screenshot, pause it, screenshot, and look at your screenshots. It shows you how much each one will last. I've had no problem with APC. That's why I keep buying their brand. This is about my third or fourth one between entertainment center, bedroom. So when the power flickers, the fan just keeps going. Gotta have that fan. My fan will just keep going. I have a lot of power flickering issues, not power outage issues. So if I could just keep my computer going, the entertainment center, the DVR at least recording, so I don't have to watch something online. Also, when we unbox this, I have a little watt meter here. We're going to see how much it uses once it's charged, after it's charged, all that good stuff. So let's get into it. I have not, definitely have not opened this yet. Actually been waiting a week, and in that week, my powers went out twice. There we go. Oh, and when this came in the mail, I normally have the APC 750s, 750 watt. The really nice ones that they don't even make anymore that automatically shut off certain power outlets. That was really a pain, but I really like them. You could shut off the buzzer. You shut off the buzzer. You can't shut the buzzer off on this. Most likely I'm just going to cut it off. I don't care when the power goes out. I just want it to be all right. But when this came in the mail, compared to my other ones, I actually thought it was something different. I opened the box that this was in. I was like, well, this isn't it. It's too light. But we'll see once we open it how big a battery they put in it now, because it was too light to be a battery backup. Nice three-prong side out the side, angled out the side, I guess that's how you'd say that. That way you can put it behind devices. Nothing in that much. Try not to have to raise you guys up and down so much. Nice packaging there, not that stupid foam. I'm so sick of that foam. Don't know if I'll be able to get that out of there without the plastic coming off. Okay, I'm going to just empty the box out. Instructions. And that's it in the box. I'm going to put stuff back in the box so don't lose any of it. Okay, instruction manual, user manual, whatever. If you want to read any of this, pause it, screenshot it. Looks like we're going to have surge protector outlets and surge and battery backup. Looks like it has a master fuse in the bottom. I think it has a reset too. Circuit breaker. Building fault wiring, just in case your wiring's all wrong in your house. 250 watt, 250 watt. We're going to do some testing on that. Charge time, 8 hours. That's good to know. Average life, 3 to 5 years. Definitely makes noise when it goes out. Total output current, 6 amp. On battery modes. Quiet alarm. Oh, can we shut the no alarm? Look at that. On battery. And we're going to have to look into that a little bit. It says quiet alarm is default. No alarm and full alarm. It'd be great to be able to shut off the alarm. Of course, I've had always older units. I never really buy new ones because they last forever. And finally, I broke down, bought a new one. And there's all your indicators. There's all the lights that'll flash. Wall mounting type. That's nice. It gives you, that'd be cool. The only thing better than this is if it was a cutout and you could put it on the wall to know what to cut out. Warranty. Looks like we got a 3-year warranty with it. Most likely if you have a problem, just buy a new one, then return yours in its place. And that's it for English. Explosion. Okay. And fine print on the back. Okay, let's pull this bad boy out. Nice little bag. It's nice that if you did pass up the instruction manual, that there is something on there. I'm going to something on there for you to read it. Turn product over, connect battery. So that fuse is to connect the battery totally. We're going to push it just to see if someone else has done it. It does look like there's an alarm off button. Turn you guys down a little bit here. It does look like there's an alarm off button. It says APC by Schneider on the side. I'm going to pull this off. I don't feel comfortable once it's powered on. I want to see sparks fly before, not after. I'm going to put that on the manual. Kind of keep everything nice and tidy. Okay. It's definitely just not heavy at all. I don't see a fan or anything in there. It's just air holes. 2 brackets on the back, which would not be flush mount. It's kind of angled in. This isn't straight. It's angled in very slightly. Then on the other side, we have still no fan. No problem. I don't care if there's a fan or not. You got your pass sticker, your reset, and if you have faulty wiring. Looks like we have about 4 feet of cable, 3 feet most likely. And what we got down here, made in Vietnam. There's the battery connector. Kind of nice that it's turned sideways. It even has a little catch-all in case you drop it. Look, 120 volt. The model is BN450M. 250 watt, 255 watt. We're going to test that with our handy meter once we charge it up. Okay, it's showing a little arrow, so I'm going to push that up. And I'm going to shove it down in there. I don't like that I can't get to the battery. I feel like it probably has a really small battery on it based on weight. Battery's definitely on the surge side. If I had to pick it up, it's leaning that way for sure. Even if I picked it up about there. It's not level at all. It's definitely a little bit heavier on this side. Just off about an inch from being level. Now I should turn this on and we should just have power straight to the battery and surge one. Right now we have nothing. Let's just kind of tinker with it. I haven't played with the new models yet. We should have power right there. There we go, we got power. It's not beeping at me or anything saying power's out. Let's see, got power on that one. I'm not going to test each one of these. And then no power on the end. And it's just kind of flashing. It's nice and quiet. I like that. Thing I did notice is that these are not that... They're spaced out, but then all of a sudden you get down to the surge ones and they're super close. Okay, so we're going to take this off. See how much power it uses just plugged in charging. And see what it does when it plugs in charging. There, it's plugged in. You heard it click. And now these outlets should work, but I didn't bring anything to check them. So, bravo. Bravo. Right there, it shows it's only pulling 12 watts. I haven't had to go through these in a while. 116 volt. Less than an amp. That's a point right there. So it's 0.1 amp. And that's low and high. So it didn't surge like an air conditioner would. It did go up to 13 watt, but that isn't like surging. I'm going to see if I shut this off, if it shuts that off. And no, it just keeps, well, went down just a little bit. That could have been the transformers converting this to, because it's got to go through like a process, that way it can kick in quick without interruption of your power. So that takes 2 watts to do that. But even with the shut off, it's still charging. Now I'm going to let it sit there for that 8 hours and charge, and then we will come back and do some testing on it. See what that 255 watt can really do. Got a little simple test jig here. Just a tower heater, which does spike when it takes off. So we're going to plug it in, let it spike, and get as close to 250 watts as we can, which right now it's on. Can't really hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's running about 230. That's pretty close to 250, and we'll see how long it lasts with that 250 watt. And then we will do a video to see if it goes over 250 watt, and we'll see if it even does the 230. Some things advertise 250 and then they don't. When this is fully charged, it uses 3.4 watts sitting, but I didn't want to show you guys that because then I'd have to like wait for it to charge up again. So it's been on the charge. This I got going right now. Seems like it's definitely in the 230 watts. So we're gonna go ahead and plug it in there. Got me a little timer. See how long it lasts. Gonna shut that off. Gonna plug this directly into the top of one of the ports and bring it over here so I can show you guys. Alright, turn this on. It did handle over 250 there for the surge. And somehow it's using less than it was when it was plugged into the normal wall. So here we go. I'm going to unplug it. I didn't even unplug it yet. It's beeping at me. So I'm going to unplug it and then hit the button, because after it beeped there, it didn't make me too confident on that it will handle it at all. Here we go. 3. Why does it keep beeping? So it's beeping down here for some reason. We're going to go ahead and unplug it and try it anyways. Okay, there we go. It is unplugged. See how long it lasts at 230 watts. The buzzer isn't as annoying as the older generation ones. And it lasted 40 seconds. 40 seconds. Between 40 and 43. I would say 45 seconds because I didn't get there right when it started. Let's go ahead and see if we can push a button and turn it back on. Nope, I think it's a... Oh, there it is. Kick back on. Good power. Let's see if we can go a little bit longer. No. That's the sound of trying to do something it don't want to do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and... Okay thing. I'm going to plug it in. We'll see how many watts it uses recharging from total dead. Also going to keep in the background of how long it takes to charge. There we go, we plugged it in. 12. Let's see if we can kick it back on and use it right away. I'm also going to try something. See if it resumes power. Okay, we got the heater going. It loses power. Okay, let it sit there a second. Now when I plug it back in, will it resume the power? Or will I have to hit a button? Nope, it resumes right back. And I did see us having an issue when this was plugged into here. It kept beeping. Let's see if I plug it into... Let's see if we can get the beep first. And then we'll try and see if it beeps if I plug it into these two. Because if that's the case, that means you can't ever have over 250 watts on this. Seems to not be beeping, so it must be doing a pass through. So when it's fully charged, it switches back and forth. That's kind of confusing. We're not having any problems there, so we'll let it charge up. See what we can do from there. Okay, as I just randomly throw all my stuff around. I've already done the test. This is only 250 watt, right? It's fully charged. For some reason it's sitting at 8 watts now. I put a bigger heater on there. This one's 1500 watts on high, 700 on low. I turned it on. Actually, it's already on, so it's on. Once that kicks on, it should go up to about 700. As it gets hotter and hotter, it just keeps going up. And if this was only 250 watt, it would be chirping or beeping or something right now. So, the 250 watt is the battery backup. You don't want to go over that for the sake of when it goes out, it will just go out. But we're at 700 watts now. That's plugged into the box. This is my other little heater I had going. But I decided, hey, let's see if it'll go to 1500 watts. And my little thing on the side blew out. I don't really want to blow it out again, so I'm not going to test it. But when I did put it on high, it did blow this. But the more you blow this out, the less it'll work, and I really don't want to wear it out. But yeah, at 700 watts, we have no problem. If we unhook it, it will immediately die. But we'll go ahead and plug this one in. And this one should work no problem. Flip that on. Should be using about 250 watts now. I'm going to unplug it and it should just take over. No, immediately shut off. Well, who knows, you know? At least I ran more than 250 watts through it. Calm down, calm down. I really don't know why it shut off. What? Oh, I love making videos live. I don't like editing them like other people. Once you see the struggle is real. There we go. Let it kick on. Let the light go solid green. There we go. Now flip that on. What? Solid green. God, I don't know what his problem was. It was not liking me there for a second. Okay, let's see. Now I should unplug it and it should work. It should just switch to battery. Now we're on battery. And then if I plug it back in, it should switch right back to there. There we go. That's good enough testing before I take it off even more. There we go. So it does go over 250 watt. So put over your 250 watt on the surge side only. If you put it on this side, it does absolutely nothing for you, because as soon as it pulls, you know what? That's what I didn't show. Okay. There. Turn the heater on low. It's going to pull 700 watts, but it doesn't even need to get there. Let's go ahead and unplug it, and it should die immediately. Immediately. See? So you got to have under that 750 watt, which this, or 255 watt, and that was at 230 earlier showed in the video. So it works perfect. Don't go over that. If you want to go over that, you put it down here. Oops. Okay, I'm just going to leave that one on. So that light should go out and this one should still run for at least a second. There we go. That one's still running, unplugged, and that one's out. And then so your power comes back on a second later. Uninterrupted. Everything kicks right back on.